Well, it's kind of a family business. My father, my uncle, and both my cousins were all musicians as well. All band directors. I was the black sheep of the family as the youngest. I'm the only one that didn't go to WVU. So my uncle had a big band, and we were all involved in music together, community events and things of that nature. So pretty much it was the family business. It wasn't my intention to go into music. Coming out of high school, I was very much interested in advertising and the business aspect of music. But we kind of get drawn to our calling, I guess, and I just fell in love with it my freshman year of college and decided that's where I was going to be. So that became my major, and I actually went into college as a music ed major, but I really wanted to be Indiana Jones, but that didn't pay out. So music it is. Music is very impactful because it involves so much of ourselves. When you're playing an instrument, you're using your brain, you're using your body, your emotions. And a lot of times it's a great way to channel a lot of the students' creativity. So music is very impactful that it requires us to give all of ourselves, where other things we could just do a little bit here and there, or maybe use our brain or our body, but music really, I guess you could say, nourishes the whole individual.
I first work on developing a meaningful and respectful relationship with them. If you ask students, what does Mrs. Fiscus always say? They will most likely respond with, always do your best. All I can ever ask of students is to give their best and try their hardest. As long as they are doing that in my classroom, they will find success. Students learn quickly that I understand that some of us are good at a range of different things. You could be good at math, reading, science, social studies, art, sports, the list goes on and on. Once a rapport is established with students, they begin to feel comfortable and the motivation then comes naturally. All I can ever ask is that my students give their best effort. I never want a student to get to the point of frustration that they stop trying. Working with learners with a range of abilities, it's important for me to understand and for them to understand that it's okay if you need extra practice, and they need to understand that it's okay to ask for help.
So I've always used a lot of technology tools in my English class. We always try new things out throughout the year, but some of the most engaging and some of our favorite activities that we used to do didn't involve technology at all. We haven't really been able to facilitate some of those, like breakout EDU games, which require teamwork, problem solving, as well as creative projects that students really tend to get engaged in. So as a team of teachers and as a department, we've had to reimagine some of those lessons and find ways to get the same objective across. So for example, we've tried some new technology tools throughout the year, like a website called Parlay Ideas, like Nearpod, both of which help us to keep both remote and in-person students engaged in class activities and discussions. The last 12 months have absolutely been a learning experience for everyone involved, teachers included.
Well, environments come from the interaction between the students and the teacher, as well as the physical classroom that we sit in. So I try to use a lot of my personality. I try to be as outgoing and open as possible. And then I really try to give students a little bit of ownership by relating the topics we're dealing with to them as much as possible. If a student can relate to the subject material, oftentimes I think it was easier for them to take ownership of it and then really kind of push their own learning.
So I try to consider what it would be like to be a student in my own classroom. I know that if I'm not having fun as a teacher, students probably aren't enjoying themselves either. I try to make sure we're laughing and having some fun every day, even though masks make it really hard since you can't see everyone smiling. Students might not always love English class, it might not be their favorite, but if I can create an environment here where students look forward to coming to my classroom for a part of their day, I consider that to be a win.
What I wish I would have known as a first-year teacher is that it is okay to feel overwhelmed. Teaching is such an important job, and it can be a constant challenge. Not every lesson or activity is going to go exactly like I planned, and it's okay to have days, that just weren't what you expected, especially with all the new changes this year with the remote learning and trying to figure out how to engage students in the classroom and online at the same time.
See them strong. It's our community. It's our school, it's our students, our faculty, it's the towns that we live in. As far as CM Strong goes, it's a feeling of pride that you have from the one identity that we share together as a group of Canon-Mac. And I'm very proud to be here. My family's been here for a long time. I replaced my father when he retired 18 years ago. So I always knew Canon-Mac as being a great place to be, and now that I'm hearing a part of it, I see where it came from. So I think being CM Strong is being proud of who you are, where you come from, and keeping that with you and taking that with you your entire life.
Being CM Strong to me means when we work collaboratively and put our minds together, we can accomplish anything, even the most challenging of times and situations.
Being CM Strong this year in particular means working together to do what's best for our students, all while showing kindness, grace, and compassion whenever we can.
My name is Mark Falvo. I am the band director and American Popular Music teacher here at Canon-Mac High School. Stay CM Strong.
Lindsay Fiscus, 5th grade learning support teacher at North Strabane Intermediate School.
My name is Lauren Paddick. I am an 8th grade English teacher and assistant track and field coach at Canonsburg Middle School. Remember to stay CM Strong.